If someone brings a board game to school and it only has 4 players and you really want to play, it's not that big of a deal because you can always wait till their first person's game is over because I get it, we all want to play games and everything, but it's nothing to get upset about. It's not that nobody wants you to play with them. You just have to wait until the person whose board game it is says you can play, because they're probably already playing a game and they want to finish it. So you could always wait and stuff, or you could always play another time that a 5-player game is brought to school. Well, or if it's like a teacher's game and there's only 5 players, you could always be patient and wait your turn, or you could wait till another time just in case there's not a lot of time. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. If you didn't already, I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoons sometimes. And today I'm doing a Knit With Me story time. Sorry, I couldn't find my row counter. And today's Knit With Me story time is going to be a double story time, a 2-in-1 story time, I should say, about the time I accidentally brought a 4-player game to school. And this one girl wanted to play, and she acted like I was being mean because I only brought a 4-player games to school. And I wasn't trying to be mean. She just took it personal, and she demanded I bring a 5-player game next time, and she made a big deal about it. But luckily, a teacher was able to solve the problem and tell the girl that she could always wait and be patient and stuff, which is a really good thing because she started to make me feel bad, but the teacher was really nice to tell the girl that it's not the end of the world if I didn't bring up a 5-player game, because I didn't know it was only a 4-player game. So this is a story just to teach you guys, if you want to play a game with somebody, you can always wait till one doesn't want to play anymore, or if there's already 4 players in the board game, you could always wait and be patient, because it's not the end of the world if you want to play a game that someone had brought to school, and it's nothing to just make a big deal about. So always just be patient until someone doesn't want to play anymore, and then you can have your turn. So just keep that in mind. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. And because I won't be using names for safety purposes, I'm going to give this girl a name and call her Player 5 because she wanted to play even though there were only 4 players to this game. These games, I should say. First story. So this one started about, I think this was maybe 24 or was it 25 years ago? I can't remember which one it was. I had brought a game to play at school, and it was Pretty Pretty Princess. And it's like a girly game. I'm sure you guys, if you grew up in the 90s, you probably are familiar with this game. But for those who are new to it and don't know what Pretty Pretty Princess is, I'm not sure if they even still sell it. They sold it when I was a kid. So it was a popular game, and whenever piece of jewelry you would land on, you would get, like, let's say you land on a bracelet, you would get the bracelet, or if you landed on the crown, you would get the crown, or if you could land on whatever item you got, you can grab that, or if you got the black ring, you had to wear the black ring. And I have another funny story about playing Pretty Pretty Princess, but I'll save that for another time. And it was a really fun game. And a lot of my friends and I loved playing that game. All my friends who were girls loved playing it. I even let some boys play, and it was pretty fun game, and we really enjoyed it and stuff. And I don't know why, the boys just tagged along, and it also made it fun. So I brought that to school to play with at our prep time, which was indoor playtime at school, and I was in the 2nd grade, and my friend wanted to play, and so did one of the boys in my class, so I let him join in. And then another girl joined in, and we were all having a great time, and it was so much fun. So this one girl, who I'm going to call Player 5 just because she wanted to join in too, she goes, "Can I play too?" So the problem with that was we only had 4 players in the game, and there were only 4 pieces for people to use, and I felt kind of bad. And then one of the boys in my class tells player 5,
"No, there's only 4 players. I'm sorry."
So we weren't trying to be mean. It's just the game only had 4 players and there was not enough pieces for her to join in. So after hearing this, she seemed kind of flexible with it. So she went to go do something else. I don't even know what she did. She either, I think, went to go do a puzzle or maybe like read a book. So she either went to go do one of those things or maybe she just went and played with someone else. But she seemed totally flexible with it. And she decided just to do something else, I think maybe until somebody won and then she could join in. So I'm not sure what she went to go do, but she seemed pretty flexible and patient when we had told her that. Story number 2, moving on. So this started a couple months after the Pretty Pretty Princess game. I had brought my Winnie the Pooh Candyland to school for prep time to play, and I was allowed to play with my friends at prep time because I had gotten all green. So smiley faces. So my teacher had a weird system, a cute little system where if you got all green smiley faces, you could do whatever you want at the indoor playtime in class. And if we got yellows, we had to do a book, puzzle, or art at our desk. And then if we got reds or all reds, we had to just sit at our desks and do nothing, which is so boring. So anyway, we were at indoor playtime in class. This was the same year I had brought the Pretty Pretty Princess game, and I had brought a Winnie the Pooh version of Candyland, and we all decided to play Candyland. It was my friend and the 2 boys who wanted to join in for Candyland. So then all of a sudden, when player 5 notices us playing, she goes,
"Can I play?"
So I start to feel bad because the game only had 4 players and we had already started. So I don't say anything, but the boy that was playing with us in the game, he tells player 5,
"No, because there's only 4 players."
So he didn't mean to be mean by that, but player 5 got all offended. 1 second, sorry. Player 5 got all offended, and then she got really mad at me and started going,
"You should have brought a 5-player game, Mena. You are being so mean and blah, 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 blah."
So she starts getting on me and having a little bit of a fit because I only brought a game with 5 players, but it's not my fault. I didn't know this game only not 5 players, excuse me, 4 players, excuse me. I didn't know there were only 4 pieces for people to play with in the game. And I literally didn't read that. And she starts getting on me about it. And then all of a sudden, my teacher hears the commotion and walks over to player 5 and walks her away from me. And has a chat with her saying that she needs to stop yelling at me because I didn't mean to just bring a 5-player game to school. I mean, not 5-player, 4-player game to school. I didn't know there were only 4 pieces. And then she starts telling her she needs to not yell at me, and it's not that I'm being mean about it. I just didn't know there were only 4 players in the game, and if I knew there were 5, I would have let her join. So she kind of starts talking to her about how she needs to stop being mean and acting like I'm being mean to her when I'm actually not. I just didn't know there were only 4 players. So after that, player 5 feels bad and apologizes to me for being a little rude to me. And I was really nice and I just forgave her and I told her I'm sorry I didn't bring a 5-player game for her to play with. So next time I think we had prep, she just decided to be flexible and learn to accept when she can't join in until after someone doesn't want to play anymore or someone loses or whatever. But she was just super flexible when I had only brought a game that had 4 players to school. And then next time I also made sure to check to make sure I brought a game that could require more than 4 players, which is a good thing. Sorry, I couldn't find my row counter for a second. So anyway, the moral of the story is when you want to play a game with people, it's not the end of the world when someone only brings a game that has 4 players. some people just don't know until they bring it to school. And it's nothing to lose your head over. You could always wait till someone loses and then you can have your turn then. But it's just never okay to get mad at somebody for only bringing a game that has 4 players and 4 people already want to play. You could always wait your turn. It's not that big of a deal to get upset about. So just keep in mind, just always be patient. And sometimes people bring like games that require more players, or you could always like bring a game that requires more players, like let's say chess or memory, just so a 5th person can join in, which is a lot better, which may be a lot better. I should have done that, but we all don't think until we bring games to school, and you don't know until you check. So that was a ridiculous story about how one of my classmates got mad at me over bringing only a game to school that had only 4 players. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this taught you how to be patient, that you can always join in a game after someone loses and they can, or if someone else doesn't want to play anymore, you could always do that. You could always just be patient and wait your turn until someone loses. It's nothing to lose your head over, just because, and people aren't trying to be mean. It's just some games only have 4 players in them. So just keep in mind that you could always wait your turn until someone loses. So then you can join in after the person loses, or if someone just doesn't want to play anymore. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes. And I'll see you in another video soon. Bye. If you like this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe.